You, JB, are not going to stop loons, and you won't stop crime, drug gangs, because they're minority gangs. That's why you won't stop them. You phony. You aid and abet this murder in Chicago every blanking day. You. Don't be sanctimonious with me.
Y'all see what Bill O'Reilly did here, right? Did you miss it? He's equating guns and drugs with Chicago and Chicago with black people, while deflecting for the sake of a non-black mass shooter who aimed at a parade full of European Americans in a predominantly Jewish neighborhood. Bill O'Reilly said all this after Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker noted the need to bring an end to mass shootings in America, something we can all agree on. And before I continue, look, I know that a lot of America was unaware of where Highland Park is located in Illinois, and its proximity to Chicago was used to locate it. But too many people took advantage of this and equated gun violence in the wrong direction. For instance, this tweet from the Associated Press has Chicagoland carrying a lot of weight in this headline. We know who commits the most extremist violence in the country. We know who commits the most mass shootings in this country. That's for another video, another day. But today I feel the need to at least reiterate some of the facts that I presented in previous video because this topic keeps coming up. For instance, red states, i.e. those with lax gun laws, have a messier homicide rate and problem than blue states. This includes said red states having worse firearm death rates than blue states too. And please don't give me that whole thing about blue cities making the murder rate in red states worse, because blue states have blue cities as well. Speaking of, Chicago's firearm death rate is similar to those of 3 cities in Indiana: Indianapolis, South Bend, and Gary. If you didn't know, Indiana is where a lot of Chicago's guns come from, illegally, I might add. So again, the question I want to ask the Bill O'Reillys and even the Ingrams and Hannitys of this world who spout this nonsense, yet have resources and researchers is, why don't they just say what the issue is when it comes to Chicago's gun issues? Not that this mass shooting has anything to do with Chicago, by the way. I mean, I know it, we know it, and we know what Bill O'Reilly's about. I mean, just look at these tweets. It's sad that both of his viewers had to see him like that. True. Never mind what I said about Bill O'Reilly having resources and researchers. Additionally, what do minority gangs possibly have to do with a lone gunman targeting a bunch of people at a parade? Maybe it has something to do with the fact that he was a Trump supporter and MAGA supporter, and Bill is trying to make it something that it isn't. Someone has a lot of pent-up anger from no longer being able to degrade, harass, intimidate all the female producers around him. Yeah, this is what you get from O'Reilly when he can't berate female producers on Inside Edition, or threaten JetBlue employees, or talk down to rappers. Bill is speaking to his base. They're speaking to their base who won't look this stuff up or has no interest in debunking what's being told to them. There will always inevitably be someone who doesn't get it or doesn't want to get it and says, I find O'Reilly to be repugnant, but does he not illustrate a point here? Chicago had 800 murders last year. Why is the outrage only happening because it's an upper-class white neighborhood? Is violence only tolerable if poor people are killing themselves? What do you want Chicago or Illinois or Governor Pritzker to do that you're not requiring of the red states in the Midwest? For Rebel HQ, I'm Jeff Wiggins. My architect knows Japanese. For more from the Young Turks, stay right here. If you want to see content from yours truly, click on the hashtag below. I can also be found on all socials at He Gon' Be Alright. Thanks for watching.